I'm Larry Mellum. I'm board president of Salish Center for Sustainable Fishing Methods. We are here today to make the case for making reef net fishing the primary method for harvesting salmon throughout the Salish Sea. Reef net fishing is the oldest salmon net fishery in the world, the most sustainable, and the reason why it needs to become the future of salmon fishing here in the Salish Sea. It was once practiced by the Salish people in this region for more than 1,000 years. Modern-day reef nets are solar-powered and selective to the point where zero unwanted bycatch mortality is routine.
Reef nets used to proliferate throughout the Salish Sea in hundreds and hundreds of locations. Now we're down to just 12 gears. This is one of the gears, the only tribal gear in existence for the last 125 years. The reef net fishery was invented by the Coast Salish people more than 1,000 years ago and was practiced freely here until 1897, when a group of Sacramento canners came up and wanted to harvest their own salmon. Before they did this, they went to Olympia, to the legislature, and passed a law outlawing reef net fishing within 2,400 feet of any fish trap. Once that law was passed, they set up fish traps wherever reef nets were set. They basically controlled all the best salmon harvest areas in the Salish Sea. Different salmon species swim together in schools, and so when we're targeting, say, sockeye, there will be Chinook that are being caught, and we don't want to catch those Chinook. In a reef net, the Chinook are allowed to be released without harm, but any other gear type, it's impossible. So every time we have a commercial fishery, each season we can count on at least 8,000 Chinook being killed. One reason it's important to use reef nets as a management tool for the Pacific Salmon Commission is that we set our gears out in early summer before the run starts, and they stay in exactly the same place year after year until fall when we pull them back out. Each of those gears can be outfitted with sonars and cameras that can be fed into software that can actually go through the internet to the PSC and give them real-time information on what's happening with the runs. This is impossible to get any other way, and there's no mortality. Our southern resident orcas have co-evolved with Fraser River salmon for over 10,000 years. Their favorite food is the Chinook because it's the fattest. They are the apex predator in the Salish Sea, and their fate is inextricably intertwined with ours and with the ecosystem.
For reef nets to proliferate, we need to change the power structure that exists in the fisheries. We need for Fish and Wildlife to take a strong and sensible stand to help people and other fishers transition into reef netting. There's no reason that a single Chinook salmon should be sacrificed over the harvest of healthy salmon stocks, because every single Chinook salmon that is killed is one fewer that our southern resident orcas can have as food, one fewer that will make it upstream to spawn. It's going to take good policy, good management of the salmon resources, but most importantly, strong political will to be able to pull this off. We are a small voice. We need your voice. We need many of your voices to be able to tell the story in such a way that the powers that be will realize that this has got to happen. I thank you very, very much.